Given me marks out of 10, how would you score your experience of DangerPoint, with 1 being really boring and 10 being really fun?
10, yeah, totally. Because, like, everything was just, like, knocking my socks off.
10. It was very fun and I got to learn a lot.
10 really being fun.
Probably 10 because the Rangers, they explained everything really well.
10. It was just really interesting.
10.
10. Because the people there were really nice and helpful, and it was very interactive and I learnt a lot.
A 10. I really enjoyed going there. It was really fun to see all like the things that they had there, all like different places and the rooms and stuff like that.
Because I would go over 10. 100.
9. 10. There was like a lot of things to do and all of them were like really fun.
About a 10 because like I enjoyed like basically everything.
10. 9. I just liked the activities we did.
10. Because they're fun. Probably a 10 because there's like so much to do there and you never get bored.
10. Because like you get to like learn more things and you get to actually like see it, where before like if you were in school you would only just be told it.
7. I liked the activities and the people showing us around there.
Now, oherwydd dwi'n meddwl dwi wedi dysgu lot o'na ag mae o'n fatha helpu chdi fod yn saff a mae pobl yn really glên yna.
Maybe about a 7.5 because it was really good and I learned a lot from it when I was doing it, but I feel like I could have learnt a little bit more, taking it into the mindset that it was going to be like a fun day out instead of actually taking in the stuff that I should have.
Dwi'n meddwl bysa fi'n rhoi 10 oherwydd o fi'n dysgu lot ac o fi'n teimlo'n saff yna hefyd.
9. Because I really liked the activities and the videos and the stuff we got to do there, and it really helped me like learn the dangers.
A 10 out of 10. It was really fun, I really enjoyed it there.
What was your favourite part?
Railway safety. Because I think that was the one that really like got a message to me about the danger of like if you follow the rules that it's the safest transport.
Probably the home. When we did like the phone call for 999.
I would say like when we learned about electricity and how like electricity can flow through us. Collecting like the little coins.
None of it was my favourite. All of it was my favourite.
Where the houses got like flooded. It was really interactive and it was really fun.
Going in the home thing and talking about the dangers in the home. It's where you live most of the time, so you need to know what dangers are there where you live.
Probably learning about like how old you have to be to buy stuff in like the shop.
Learning about like the road safety because like it was good, like if I'm going out I know like what to do to be safe there.
The lifeboat part because like it teaches you like how to like stay calm like if you're lost at sea.
Probably learn about the train and how you shouldn't run across the tracks because you'll get run over and it won't stop.
The videos just a bit different what we'd normally do in school.
Activities, they were really good because the activities were really fun and you got to like see what would happen and you got loads of information, but it was really fun as well.
Were there any parts that you didn't like or think could be made better?
No, I think it was all great.
The farm part wasn't very interactive, I would decide, so that was probably the only part.
To like add some like more fun characters in it.
No, I liked it all. Yes, and I think playground bit with another person pointing at the kid to make it look like they're getting bullied.
Nah.
The instructor would like talk a bit quickly, and like I wouldn't understand what she was saying.
Not really, I think I enjoyed every bit of it.
I think the farmyard could be better. There wasn't really there wasn't really much about it.
Which area did you learn the most from?
I think it was from the beach. Float to live.
Probably the train area. The train stops in over 20 football pitches.
I've learnt that bullying isn't a good thing. Tell a trusted adult.
Probably the home, because there were 3 separate things. Well, we learnt about the conductors because of the lamp, about how you don't leave things plugged in on your bed because it could catch fire.
The house one, because like I learned all the dangers that could happen in the house.
On the road, and you got to look left and right still, even when you're crossing.
The swimming. I learnt about like you need to float first and get calm, then ask for help.
The internet safety. I learnt to make your profile picture something that isn't personal to you.
The house.
Don't get close to broken wires. Gonna be an electric shock you if you get too near, if it's plugged in or if it gets wet.
Probably the beach one.
I learn more how to be safe and how to spot if someone's in trouble.
Carbon monoxide is the silent killer and you can't smell anything.
The beach one, stay calm and do a starfish. When you're calm enough, shout for help and put your arms up.
House. And not leave the clothes by the radiator.
The house one. Like how many things could be dangerous inside your house.
The crossing road one, because I didn't know about the blind and deaf people, how they crossed it.
Not to like touch things when they're like boiling.
Probably learn the most about inside the home, because I thought there would be more accidents at like the beach or stuff like, because there's like rocks and dangerous animals, but really it's just at home.
Do you think DangerPoint has made you more aware of dangers?
Yes, because like if now I know what carbon monoxide is, so like I'd think it would like be like smoke, but now I know that it has no smell or taste. So
Yeah, definitely.
I think I was aware of dangers before, but I think I'm a bit more like, wow, I didn't know that could actually like happen.
It has made me aware of being safe online. Yeah, definitely.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about fire safety?
Check a lead and turn bubble sauce.
call the firefighters on 999.
If there's a fire, you would be calm and you would like walk out safely and you wouldn't mess about.
Alarms, check it every week.
There was a fire in like the doorway and you saw like smoke coming from the bottom. You had to keep like the door shut and like call like 999.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about recycling?
To put everything in the bin and not just throw it on the floor.
That if you recycle properly, then it won't end up in like wastelands and that.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about home safety?
And how most accidents happen at home.
Oedden nhw fatha garage ag oedd os ti'n fatha reid stwff fatha pink lemonade a fatha reid rhywbeth pink yn efo a fatha ti ddim yn gael yfed o bysa pobl allan yfed o.
When we did like the phone call for 999.
I ddim gath o skateboard yn beth ac lot o bwysau.
I know not to leave stuff on when I go out.
The carbon monoxide doesn't taste like anything, doesn't smell like anything.
That it takes 2 minutes and 55 seconds for a room to burn.
When it shows you like how to like not set stuff on fire and when you should check your alarm.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about internet safety?
where if you get something that you don't think is right, then you should tell a parent or teacher or someone who looks after you or you trust.
Like, don't use like your real name, and like don't use like any information about yourself.
Don't tell people your school address, your passcodes.
You shouldn't put your actual name in your photo as your profile picture and your name for it.
Always put like a fake name and don't tell anyone your password or username.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about the building site?
You have to be careful, and you always have to wear those shoes that are like steel toe shoes, and you have to wear the helmet just in case anything falls down.
Ges o'i cadwch yn ddiogel a gwisgo stwff sydd yn addas ac fatha peidiwch â wneud dim byd gwirion yna.
Don't go near the building site because the drivers if there's big machinery, might not be able to see you, might get ran over or knocked over.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about electricity?
We found out that we're conductors of electricity.
Is that like don't leave like electric stuff mostly on like your bed or like any kind of fabric, because you never know, it can easily burn.
I remember that our bodies are like a conductor for like energy, like electricity to like flow through.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about water?
You should stay calm and lift your hand up.
Nes i ddysgu beth dylsa chdi wneud os ti mewn argyfwng ar lan y môr a bod yna lot o peryglau yna. Dylsa chdi gyntaf gobeith ar cefn chdi ar y môr o fa cael yn calm. A wedyn dylsa chdi pam ti di camio laf, dylsa chdi cychwyn gweiddi am help.
If I'm drowning, I first keep calm, go into a starfish, keep my head up, and then calmly as well.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about knife crime?
So basically don't play with knives. They could cause really harm even if it's an accident.
Only use like knives as like cooking, and don't use them to like attack.
Told us that most people die from like their own knives in their own kitchen.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about the train?
Because like we got to learn that it took like 20 whole football pitches for a train to slow down, and that's like really, that's loads.
Stay behind the yellow lines.
Ond os ydych chi'n mynd ar y train tracks, ydych chi'n gorfod 1,000 o bunna.
Not to go onto the rails because it's really dangerous.
That it can't just stop, it takes 20 football pitches.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about equality, diversity and inclusivity?
You look at someone and think they don't have anything wrong with them, then you might be wrong.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
A wedi cael y neges, dim bwys pwy darllen, mae pawb yn wahanol a darllen yn gallu bod yr un fath.
Even though people can be different, don't make fun of them. Like you should like include everyone.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about bullying?
If you see somebody being bullied, you should say if they're okay or not. They know that you have their back.
Os mae yna rhywun yn bwlio chdi, deith mam a dad neu adolwyn.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about road safety?
Stop, look and listen.
Just always look left and right, be aware of any cars or like bikes or anything like that.
Look before you cross the road.
Look both ways when you're crossing the road.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about the flood?
So if a flood happens, get to the highest point, like the Eiffel Tower or something.
I dysgu fa lot am ofna dim ond 15 centimetr fod o'n cymryd I chdi gallu disgyn yn y dŵr.
I didn't know that about 15 centimeters it would take me to knock off my feet. So I'm lucky I live up a hill because that's better for me to be safe.
Can you remember the safety messages you learnt about the shop?
Young kids need to know that smoking and stuff is not good for you.
Not to take something that's over your age.
You need to be 18 to buy stuff, but if you don't look 25, you need to show your ID.
Have you changed your behaviour as a result of your visit to DangerPoint?
Well, I do some things differently, but I knew quite a lot beforehand, so I think I just added a couple of things in.
More alert to danger. Oh yeah, I can see a slight change in my behaviour. Like, say I wasn't using the zebra crossing, I was thinking like, oh wait, if I see a red light but over there, that a car might not come this way. But then I was like, oh wait, if there's a red light there, a car can still come and stop here.
Fel da ni'n testio alarm time neu pob wthnos.
I used to like check my fire alarm like every like months or so, but now I check it like weekly.
How confident are you about dealing with risky situations after visiting DangerPoint?
A lot more confident, definitely.
After DangerPoint, I feel very confident.
Very confident because I didn't really know how to handle them before, but now I do. I'm really confident.
It's really hyderus one.
I'm very confident.
Really confident.
Hyderus iawn.
I wasn't that confident before, like when I didn't go, but because now I've gone to DangerPoint and learned a little about stuff, I feel a little bit confident.
Really hyderus, because to go up a danger one. I'm a lot more confident than I was.
I am very confident. I learned a lot from DangerPoint.
Have you told any of your friends or family about what you learnt at DangerPoint?
Yeah. I tell them like it was a really good experience and that we learned a lot about how to keep safe in every day-to-day life.
Wow, because my little brother has a lot of like setups in his room, like an Xbox and stuff, and he always has them in like places where he keeps his teddies, and I said he should keep his teddies away from stuff like that.
Yeah, as soon as I came home, I told my mum all about it.
Yeah, the electric bit, because my sister had a broken wire, so like it could burn the house down.
I told them that like my experience was great and like if we could go back there, I would definitely go back.
I told them about the shop and like that the most injuries and stuff happen at the house, which is quite interesting.
Why do you think it's important that children get to visit?
Because they get to learn more about how to be safe, like in loads like different situations, loads of different places.
You can learn like life skills.
Some children don't know dangers, so they might get hurt or harmed, but DangerPoint really makes it a lot better.
So that they can learn that some things are dangerous even though you might not think they are.
Helpu bobl dysgu mwy am y we ag lle I ddim mynd a mynd.
Because anything could happen at any point, so I think you need to know how to deal with these things because you never know what could happen.
So like we can learn how to be safe and live a healthy life.
Can you describe DangerPoint in your own words?
Fun, like a fun place to learn about danger, really.
It's kind of like fun to do as like a kind of like a role play thing, and it's also good for safety.
Fun, but helps you to learn.
And so that like dysgu pob dim yn bwysig mynd yn ei ddysgu. It's really fun and the people there are really nice.
Fun. It's a life lesson for you to know, and it's like a bit more like real, so like you're in the situation.
DangerPoint is a fun way of learning about dangers. Gives you more confidence.
I would basically say, if I were you, I'd go there so you learn more about stuff.
It's a fun experience where you can learn and enjoy everything.
Fun, but you're still learning. Exciting and interesting to learn about new things. The instructors were very kind and happy.
it made me happy to like listen to everything that they said.
Well, it was very interesting and fun, and I learnt a lot more on how to be safe.
It's a very fun and interactive way to learn about dangers.
It's exciting, fun, and I would go there again.
For me, I think it's a fun place. Like you get to learn, but still like enjoy it. Like, not trying to sound rude, but it's better than school.
Fun and possibly life-changing, because you actually learn a life lesson.
Fun, very fun. You can learn more and just keep safe.